Okay, so now that we have the file, here is all you have to do, and this thing's going to automatically go in and create a file for you to import into eEdge. You just have to run the data from your MLS, export it, paste it into this program. It's going to go in there and find exactly what it needs to find to get it to import all the proper data for you. And what I'm doing here is 2012, we're way up in a lot of areas. And if I look at this chart that I got here, and this is what the mail piece is going to be, and I do have a couple points that are down. I'm not going to go after those expires, but I could if I wanted to, just because the market in general is up. But anyways, 120 to 140 up 13%, 140 to 160 up 52, 54% up 163. 8 homes sold last year, 21 have sold this year. So basically 3 times as many homes are selling than they did last year at that price point. So if I would go to those sellers that did not relist or have not relisted yet from 2011 and showed them that data that it's selling at a 3 times the pace ratio than it was, they're going to be very excited sellers and possibly get a listing, just pick it up that quick and easy. And the rest of these price points are up as well. So all I'm going to do, once you have your MLS open, we just need to run the search to get those properties and then just export that data. So search, full search. I'm going to do canceled and expireds, and I am going to do the city of Rochester. Just going to change the dates to be 1/1/2011 to 12/31/2011. 1/1/2011, 12/31/2011. And then I'm going to go back to the main here, and I am going to do 120 up to 500,000. So 120, 500,000. Update. I've got 518 expireds. So then I view them, and then I've got a little export button here. And what's nice too is it warns me, says I can't export that many, but it doesn't prevent me from exporting them all. So export, and export that file. So now what it's doing is it's grabbing all that data for me. It may take a little bit. There's 518 that it's pulling. And then what we're going to do is this program has 2 tabs. We're going to put the export of the expireds right in this tab. And then we're going to rerun that search for the exact same criteria, but we're going to look up active, sold, and pending, just in case that listing was relisted under another MLS number, as most markets have a 90-day window where they can relist and it'll start over fresh. And in that case, it gets a new MLS number. So the MLS does not scrub that for you, so this program will. So I take my text file, and I get it. And this is crucial when you're copying. Just this button right up here, this square, just click on it, or right click and say copy. That selects the entire workbook. Go into your program, right click in that same spot and say paste. That is crucial that you do it that way, because we need the headers and everything to be in the proper categories. So now I've got my eEdge file here of all 500 or 496 of those. So it's got them in here, but obviously some of these have been relisted. So 496. Let's go rerun. I'm going to edit my search now. I'm going to go active, closed, pending. Change the dates. And I'm going to go to each one of those categories. 1-1, 2011. I'm actually going to go through today's date because it could have sold. So I'll just do 1-1-2011. Let's update my count there. There's 2,200. So this one's going to take a little bit to load. So I'm just going to go in and view those results real quick. And then export that file. Oh, that's cool. You'll see exactly how this thing works. GBY3R. Export. Okay, while that's exporting here, I'm just going to stop the video because it's going to take a few minutes for that thing to load. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we had run and got that other file of all the actives, the solds, and the pendants, just in case some of those listings had been relisted under other MLS numbers. So now I take that file, which is right here, large file, because there's over 2,000, 2,200. So I right-click, say copy, and it's crucial that you do it that way. Follow exactly what I'm doing here. If you change it, you may throw some data off. Export, just right-click on there, and then paste. And we had 480, I believe, that we're going to import prior to us scrubbing. So right now you can see it's chugging and chugging along and scrubbing all those listings right now. So now I go back to my eEdge import, and now I'm down to 336. So I just scrubbed 150 listings that I didn't have to go through and find out if it was relisted or not. So now that I have that, all you do now is just File, Save As, and change it to a CSV file. Save it to your desktop as whatever you want to call it. Test. Hit save, I'll hit OK. And what's nice is it just saves that tab, so then you can just import this right into the eEdge system. So if I let that do its thing, alright, say yep, alright, we're good to go. So now, on my desktop, there's my test, that's my CSV file. I can go in, I can create a group in the eEdge system and then just import that, and then I just follow the steps to add the people to the campaign. So that is it.